China, you got to think about it. There are over 1 billion people living in this country. 1 billion. So their opportunity to stand out amongst 1 billion people is immense. It's almost incomprehensible, really. And what's more exciting, even, is to see that dogfight now towards the finish as Beijing's coming. And what's great about the Beijing Games is that Lu Shenzhen, the head coach of the Chinese Olympic team, is not giving out his roster list until the night before the preliminary competition. So even once the games start on August 8th, we're still not going to know what team the Chinese are going to be putting on that podium that day. Whereas we're going to know a good couple of weeks ahead on the Americans. But we'll get to the United States Nationals in about 3 weeks when Nationals take place here in my backyard in Boston. But first things first, let's talk some of these superstars that we got to get to know before the games start. Our first gymnast to look out for is multiple world champion Cheng Fei, who is a 3-time vault world champion, a 1-time world champion on floor exercise in 2006, and also a member of the groundbreaking 2006 World Championship team from China that won back in Aarhus, Denmark. I gotta say I'm a little iffy about her new floor routine. Deng Hua choreographed it. She's the national team choreographer for the Chinese team. I can't say I really like it. She's known for having very classical, beautiful lines. Her choreography has been done to pieces by Ravel, and I don't know who did the other one, but it was incredible, the one she did in '04, and I think we can all agree that she was completely robbed of a medal, and those from Romania somehow got on the podium. Don't get me started. No, in all seriousness though, she's looking a little rusty, so I'm kind of curious to see if some of these new upstarts are going to upstage her. Well, like any good governing body, the Chinese team said, no, she's not going to lose that floor title, but the new hotshot Sui Lu is tied her in that competition, and we'll get to her later. Cheng Fei's role in this team is very, very interesting because she is the only remaining member from the '04 team that's still really in contention, Zhang Nan notwithstanding. Like I said, she's won 4 world titles. She's an incredible team leader. But think about it. Being the team leader with the most pressure ever put on a team. The Chinese gymnasts are not known for performing well under pressure. It's time for her to flex those leadership muscles. All the best of luck in the world to Cheng Fei. I love me some Lady Cheng. She's going to have to be the team leader here. And, her vault, the Cheng, is without a doubt the most difficult vault being performed in the world. But she needs to nail those landings. For the new generation of gymnasts, I think they're really highlighted by 4 other members that we know without a doubt are going to be on that team. Unless, they get pregnant, break a leg, apply for political asylum. Nothing big. But Jiang Yuyuan, He Kexin, and Yang Yilin. Those, in addition to Cheng Fei, are really guaranteed spots on this team at this point. They're unbelievable. They all have start values over 7.0 on bars, beam, and now floor. And it's really tough to get that high A score on the floor exercise. You got to do basically 10 tumbling passes. New generation is they're largely untested. That is to say, He Kexin, Jiang Yuyuan and Yang Yilin both performed in Stuttgart at the 2007 Worlds, but their performances left a lot to be desired, if you know what I'm saying. They counted a couple falls. I'm iffy to see whether or not they stay on beam, whether or not they can stay on bars with the pressure of the world on their shoulders. However, the level of their gymnastics is first rate. I gotta love them, and I gotta say, if Yang Yilin hits, if Cheng Fei hits, if He Kexin gets the score she's capable of on bars, America better get ready to win that silver medal because they're unstoppable. And by that gray area, we have 2 more slots open. If you consider that He Kexin, Cheng Fei, Yang Yilin, and Zhang Yuyuan all make the team, that leaves us 2 spots. This was really a coming out party for 15-year-old Sui Lu. She's impeccable on bars, on beam, on floor, on vault. We got Cheng Fei, so we're not really going to use her there. But, this new gymnast, she's unbelievable. Her A score on all those events, through the roof. Might as well give her a gold medal, because she's going to win some. And it's always fun because every Olympics, you know, you kind of have these young upstarts that has really kind of taken the world by storm. Last year was American Shawn Johnson as she won the world title, both on floor, but with the team, and more importantly, oof, all this gymnastics stuff's making me a little burpy. But she also won the all-around. And Sui Liu is very interesting because she has a very eclectic vocabulary of skills on all these events. So I really appreciate that because we're not getting the same, you know, front aerial, back handspring, back layout combo that we're going to see from Romania. No surprise. What we get from Sui Liu is, I think, you know, she really reminds me of the Soviet system back in the 80s and early 90s, where they're dead on, they have artistry, they have creativity, and they're just ready to rock and roll. And that's what I really appreciate about Sui Liu. That being said, we have Sui Liu, Yang Yilin, He Kixin, Cheng Fei, and Yang Yilin. Where does that leave us? One open slot. Well, we got a whole plethora of gymnasts that are vying for that spot. Namely these three. We have 2004 Olympic veteran Zhang Nan. We have Li Shanshan, 2007 world silver medalist on both beam and with the team. And then we have Xiao Xia, who's also a member of the 2007 silver medal winning team. And I gotta say, I don't really know who Lu Shenzhen's gonna pick to be that sixth member on the team. Mainly because they're all fucking head cases. You know, put them on a beam, 50% of the time you don't know if they're gonna fall off, hit cold. I mean, when Xiao Xia, Zhang Nan, or Li Shanshan are on the ball, they're unstoppable. But they gotta be on the ball. So, I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to pick Zhang Nan's leadership? Because you can't put everything on Cheng Fei's shoulders. But, you know, there's something to be said for Xiao Xia and Li Shanshan's artistry. Their B scores are consistently up in the 10.0 range. Their A scores are way up there. And I think if you remember from the 2007 Worlds, Li Shanshan actually fell off the beam in event finals, but still shared the silver medal behind American Nastia Liukin and she who shall not be named from Romania. Yeah, Steliana Nistor, or Smeliana Nistor. But in all seriousness though, I am kind of gonna, I love my girl Xiao Xia, who's also followed in the documentary China Rising. Man, I'm really torn. I'm really torn as to who is gonna make it. They all serve their purpose in so many different ways, but I think sentimentally I'm with Xiao Xia, but with Li Shanshan, you know, she just has the skills. It's kind of like Barack versus Hillary. You want one, but you need the other. And so you're kind of left in that weird position. They actually might cancel each other out, making room for Zhang Nan. But if they hit, good night, nurse. This is going to be the best team competition we've seen easily since the 96 Olympics in Atlanta. So, Tyler Duckworth again for Olympics or Bust, signing off. I'll catch you again.